If you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super under center song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck.
Just cash.
Oh, we're going here. Don't even try that. That was fun though. We got to see the old intro. Yee! I was watching it like, this is cool. I like that. I missed it. How's it going, E?
Hey, what's up, man? Almost had a little technical issue there, but good save, good save.
Oh, always on the go, man. Always freestyling, you know, making sure everything is working out correctly as Ayo pops up on the screen. Look at that, just cash forever, baby.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. And nice call yesterday. What do we have? Oh, the Sturts over 4 assists. Very nice. Love to see it, man.
Oh, that was big Q Donk.
All right.
Q Donk ain't here yet. Q Donk, he'll show up here in a second, I'm assuming.
My bad. My bad.
Don't be giving away. Don't be giving up Q Donk's plays. Giving them up. Gotta give him his credit.
Oh, that. My fault, bro. My fault. I definitely finished smoking a fatty, so feeling a
good.
little extra good.
Hey,
Hanging
10
out
likes.
on this
10 likes already. E, what?
already.
What? E, 10?
Oh my god,
Whoa, record.
we haven't even started yet. That's amazing. Hell yeah.
YouTube. We love you,
well,
YouTube.
I guess if you haven't already, make sure and hit that like button down below. You know, we guys appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us Monday through Friday, chopping it up a little bit of basketball. And there I see Q Donkey. And if you're new here, make sure and hit that subscription button down below. Turn the noties on so you don't miss out. We did post a video overnight as well, so hopefully you guys got that. I think it is still available on most of the sites, which we'll talk about Big David Quit here in a second. But most importantly, got to make sure to be a part of the Discord. Get that overnight lean and good early value. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're going to have early board popping for Unrivaled. So make sure you guys don't miss out. Still running a 7-day free trial with that as well. So no commitment. Come in, check it out, see if you love it, and hopefully you win some cash with us. All right, we'll give everyone just a minute to trickle on in. We got a couple questions already. A couple things to talk about.
Q Donkey's here. He said, don't worry, he's here. Don't worry. 11 likes, E! Woo!
All right, love it, man, love it. Hell yeah, y'all are amazing, honestly. Yeah, we appreciate everyone here, seriously, and a lot of great minds in here. A lot of great minds.
What about Ayo throwing up the eggplant emoji? Let's go!
Ooh, some big energy, big energy.
Big,
Yes, sir.
big energy. 12 likes, E. 12 freaking likes, buddy. Might be a record.
If we If we could get to 20 likes,
No.
that would be a true record. We
You're
could do
asking-
20 likes.
We can't do 20. That's way too many. No way. If we do 20 likes, bro, I don't know what to do. I might come on stream if we do 20 likes. I might show my face.
Yeah, we might have to get a face cam. Maybe in a quick little freestyle. Who knows? We'll get crazy with it.
Oh, now you're going too far. C-Dot's here. Woo! He said, let's fucking go. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Discord. C-Dot.
Yes, sir.
Q Donkey says, hey, yo. Hey, yo. We got some friends in here talking about how to beat the bookies together. It's the best way to be. And yesterday we went 8-2, E. How's that feel? 8-2 on college basketball. How's that feel?
It was good. It was good, man. And, especially after the unfortunate events that we had the night before, really solid outing. I mean, honestly, we had a lot of great calls, and I know we could have had, obviously a much better night if Phylon came through for us. But other than that, I think all in all, saw a lot of greens in the chat. So, between our main list here, and then we had a full sweep on the mid-tier plays. So that was phenomenal. I did also see a couple of these things adjust and or bump. Hannes, he ended up being 33 and some change before locks. So just super, super value there and way too low to play.
Yeah.
It was good though, man. Honestly,
Hannes said, Iowa? I don't care. I'm Hannes Steinbach, baby. Give me the ball. I will continue. Wesley Yates said, same. Skip you, Iowa. Iowa, you can get the win, but hey.
He was there before half, wasn't he?
He was. Then he got hurt. Did you see that? He's out again. I think he pulled a hamstring in the late in the second half.
Yeah, that was unfortunate to see. I mean, he was just coming back and gearing up. The minutes were great, and then he obviously was producing. I mean, he played really well in that first half, and the team looked really solid. I mean, they made this quite a game and gave Iowa a run for their money. But unfortunate to see. But I mean, hey, that's up value for us again. Hans and Zoom alike, both of those guys back into their bigger roles. So stuff to keep an eye out for in the future. But we are back for a pretty light slate. Got to say, today and tomorrow is going to be some light work as far as most of the props go for college basketball. I think tomorrow we only have one real game, and that's the UConn traveling out to St. John's. But we will have Unrivaled, which I think Underrated and I were discussing. We're going to talk about that a little bit today, at least just to give us an idea for stuff to look out for tomorrow. And then, make some moves accordingly from there.
And don't hate on Unrivaled, because some of the plays are a little bit inconsistent. And, if there's not injury news that opens up value, yes, it is kind of rough. But when that injury news comes in and the bookies don't change the lines, we've been having some smackers, man. And they should be considered as real top plays. So we'll make sure, again, if we get the injury news in the right direction, we're going to put real money on it this time. I'm ready.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Anytime value opens up like that, I mean, honestly, it's just always been such a big help for us. And, hey, shout out to Underdog, man. They've been slow as a snail trying to move their board. I mean, they've left their props up like all day long, way after news. And it was kind of interesting. I will say the last slate was kind of weird because Underdog took forever to actually bump Billings, and then they finally bumped her all the way up to 25.5, and then Prize Fix immediately bumps her from 25.5 down to 25 flat. So that was a little weird, but took advantage of it. Personally, I double dipped a little bit there, and then we got the cloud news for the next game, and that was just, phenomenal. Mm-hmm. That 4 assists was just, even though she ended up only getting 5, she still had 3 at half, and then picked up the 4th and 5th fairly easy for us. So stuff like that, man, it's great.
Hey,
it's great.
Think
if we
about
pick our battles like that. Then
think about injury news like that. Is like when you have a player out in normal basketball 5-on-5. Yeah, it's one thing, but you have a starter out of a 3-person team. That's huge value that opens. So I love it. I want more of it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about David Coit. A little bit of under action and 16.5 points. We got a pretty reasonable game here. Two teams that are are really good at defending wing players. But let's take a little gander at David and see what we got. So he's at 16 flat on Price Picks still, 16 and a half on, I believe, Sleeper and FanDuel still. Yeah, those are the two main sites still. Underdog did bump him down to 15 and a half this morning. Yeah, just, I mean, a line that continues to be too high. I mean, he's still averaging only 14.8 per game. And this season, I mean, he's only hit this line in 5 games total. And I mean, I'll give him credit for, the games that Ohio State has been really, really solid at limiting any kind of 3-point production. So again, I mean, his best way to kill us is in that mid-range action or getting the free throw line, but it's not going to be from 3. That's going to take a lot more luck from him. And for this matchup, he's going to be seeing a lot of Thornton and Mobley on the other side, who, for credit all due, they don't really get into much foul trouble. So I'm kind of fingers crossed, really hoping that they leave Bruce on him, because Bruce definitely does not foul at all, and he's a much better defender. But even if Mobley, sees a fair bit of action, I'm not too worried about that. So we've seen him also level out a lot this season. I mean, it's not like he's just going on any kind of a consistent run whatsoever. The scoring has been completely sporadic from game to game. And even still, the games that he is producing from 3, his full game lines really haven't been that impressive. I mean, 3 out of those 6 games here in those cluster of games, I mean, he still missed his full game line, and that's with hitting his 3-point prop. So it's just another line too high for him. The pace and total is nothing too crazy either. If this was like a 170 or something like that, I might be a little bit more concerned, but not getting too much here on top of it. Where we at?
Can you tell us who he did go over against? Now, you said Michigan he did. Is that right? Or did he stay under? I know he started out good against Michigan. Didn't he stay under that day or no?
No. He snapped off that game.
What did he have?
But like 31? I was saying, he had 31, but it all came from this 3-point shooting that, he was feeling himself for the night, and he hit 8 threes. So that's like an anomaly night for him. These are going to happen from time to time, but
you know it
that's
too.
Kind of crazy.
Like, once he does do that a few times, teams are going to be like, we're not letting that little midget dude out here hit 9 threes on us. Like, that's not going to happen. So, we saw it in the last 3 games there. Teams are like, oh, okay, we know who they got now.
Yeah, no, 100%. And, in all fairness, Michigan, the best way and really the only way to beat them is from 3. I mean, they are horrendous from 3. And something that's, also learned the hard way with Mobley the other day, where he snapped off from 3 against Michigan as well. So there is some Achilles heels of these top teams, but it's not like he's doing that consistently. It's something that is very sporadic from game to game. Personally, I think his the level of trying and the will to get it done, it feels like it's really just kind of fallen off here. And it's something that he kind of shows it out there. Like, there's games where he's just not there in the second half. And we've seen the coach even kind of reduce his minutes from those times too. But yeah, just a comparison, even Mobley went for 22 against Michigan at Michigan, but that was off the back of shooting 4 threes, which is way above his head here. So that is going to happen. We'll take the bad beats when they come like that. But yeah, I mean, consistency wise, David has just not been that guy. Personally, his prop should be at 14.5 points. Even the 15.5 points is still a bit too high, but getting that value on 16.5 looks great. So yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Yeah, we have to. And if he gets us, it doesn't scare us off the next time. It's the right spot and the right thing to do with the unders, man. I mean, people still, after all this time, don't look at unders and are worried about it, and that feeling of, oh no, he might get me. But unders are the way in the end. They just are.
Yeah, so I mean, so many more times than not, it's a lot easier to root. Not even root, but I mean, you technically are. It's much easier to think of somebody not being able to get there more times than not than a player who's like, because everyone's not just an SGA or insert high name player or whatever from NBA. Like, we're talking college basketball level, and some of these guys you can see very clear inconsistencies between game to game where, for me, I feel like I've gotten quite a clear picture on who is that guy on a team and who's just, the loose cannon that can be a 3-point shooter and snap off every once in a while. Your Pettifords of the world, if you will. But all in all, I mean, consistency really is key. The minutes also not that consistent. Anytime the game starts slipping whatsoever, coach has been totally happy with playing him for under 30 minutes. So Ohio State, no slouch. I mean, they've been playing really good ball lately. And just, again, the fact that they are so good against the 3-point defense is the only way that he can truly beat us. That or from the free throw line, which, let's just pray that he doesn't get an obscene amount of free throws.
I just have a feeling that they're not going to let a 5'10" player run around the court and bust their ass the whole game. And Maryland's also, I mean, they're a major school. They're going to have some other players that are going to need to step up, and Ohio State's going to stop the three, and they're going to have to give the ball up to other players and let them do something. Maryland, there's no way they're going to just, David Coit just killed us and we couldn't stop him. That's not going to happen. I mean, it can always happen, but chances are it's not going to happen. We got to take the chance.
Yeah, and one of our formulas that we've been able to attack this season is it's always bigs versus Ohio State. We've not played a single wing player against them for good reason, and this couldn't be even better for us, honestly, because I will say, like, Saunders and Washington, they've been playing better as of late, so it's not like he can't defer to them for a little bit more scoring upside and what have you, but Ohio State, the best way to attack them is inside the paint, and it is not from three. So I think really good chance that coach actually sticks Bruce Thornton on David tonight, just to try and play that lockdown defense. And, Bruce is quick. I mean, he is 6'2", but I swear to God, man, you see him on camera and he looks like he's like 5'10". He's so small.
Who's 6'2"? Coit? Is he really?
Bruce.
Oh,
No.
I was about to say, no
Bruce.
way, Coit. Okay. Yeah. Bruce looks big, but he's actually not that tall, so you're saying?
Or no, he is fairly tall, but you look at him on camera, and because he plays so low to the ground, like he just looks like a small player all the time.
And he's kind of compact too for a small player. Like he's filled out. He's an older player, right? Isn't he a senior?
I believe
Junior,
so, yeah.
senior.
I feel
He's been there for a
in
while.
college for.
Yeah, he's
fourth
a
year.
man. He's a man among boys out there, Big Bruce.
Exactly. Plus, I mean, we still have Brandon Noel was out for Ohio, and it just makes a lot more sense for, I think, David to continue to do, more pseudo point guard duties, but they go into a little bit more desperation mode whenever they start playing him off ball, because that's just where, typically they're playing from behind, and then whenever David does that, he's taking a really high volume of threes, and if he's feeling himself, great. The game will probably stay close from there. But if he's missing, this team plays so bad, it's not even funny. Like, they just don't have any bailout guys. I mean, we're talking both Adams and Rice are like single digit at best points per game. Well, Adams has been a little bit better. I'll give him credit for that. But early part of the season, he was really popping off. Second half, it was falling off a little bit more. But Rice, I mean, this guy does absolutely nothing. And he's going up against, or with him, he just doesn't shoot at all. I mean, this dude averages like one to three field goal attempts per game. So Big's got to get involved here. I think it just makes more sense for coach to take more pressure off of David. I mean, dude does not need to be shooting the ball, 16, 15 times per game, which we've seen it a few times, but again, for him, there's just no consistency, over the last month. I mean, really 12, 13 field goal attempts at best. But other than that, I mean, we see a lot of single digit, a lot of, low usage games here. And I don't know, man, this is going to be tough sledding for him though.
Yeah. If he beats us, he beats us. But like I said, I like our chances. Let's do it. One unit. Skip you, Dave.
Yep. Going with the under. Now, let's keep it going. Talk about this Penn State game here real fast, because I know we wrote Mingo down, but there was a little bit of injury news, so I want to run that by you here real fast before we official this one. They did announce that Uric and this guard, which one was it? Eli Rice. So he started these last handful of games, but he is questionable. He's out for today. So a little bit of uncertainty with that. We haven't seen him miss so far, or that next guard miss a game so far this season. So I don't know exactly how that is going to look, but Ivan missed this last game already, and that was where Mingo, he only had 14 points. Yeah, he shot that game winner. I remember that.
He did chuck,
it was
though.
A game winner. He did. So that has me a little bit hesitant on it, and then seeing Eli Rice being out as well is kind of unfortunate because that is
let's just put it on
being out for them.
Want to just put it on the leans, quarter unit it up.
Yeah, just in case. I mean, it is a really tough matchup. I do agree there, and traveling out to Michigan should be pretty brutal. Just how many threes is he shooting? That's the only thing I don't know about him because he's been so back and forth. Like we've seen a few of these games where he really pushes it, and then some of these more recent games where he's only taken 3, 4, 5 on a good day. But I think we're sweating this more than anything. He's not a great player, but that 17 field goal attempts is a little scary.
I'm just thinking the game's over 10 minutes into the second half, and he can't score 15. But that's why we'll do quarter unit instead, though, just to be safe.
No, you're 100% right about that. This game could be over easily before it even gets going. The coach, the only thing that is annoying is, he is a freshman, so fresh legs. Coaches do like to develop players sometimes in garbage. There's been a few games this season that were quite out of reach, and he still played 27 to even some of these games, and they got blown out by 40 here. He played 31 minutes. They got blown out by 31 here. He still played 26 minutes, so I don't think he plays over 30 minutes. That might be a bit of a stretch, but he still could play 29 minutes, and then be out there with the scrubs.
What do you think about under 21.5 PRA?
Ooh, that's not bad.
Because
him assist definitely could not be there.
Yeah, exactly, right? He's 3.5 assists. He's 2.5 rebounds. He's 13.5 points, or 14.5 if you can get there, but they're inferring, I don't know if that's the right word, they're implying 8 RA when really his RA is 7.5 somehow, I guess. But his rebounds are 2.5 and his assists are 3.5, so feels like a little bit of value there.
Yeah, they're still taxing it some.
A little bit. 13 likes,
Y'all are amazing. Thank you. And make sure if you haven't already, hit that like button down below. And also check out our Discord, still running 7-day free trials. Come get it in before the busy weekend and before Unrivaled starts.
Dude, if we get 7 more likes, bro, that would be
insane. Y'all would be the real ones.
I don't know if that is even possible. Pause. I don't know why I hit pause.
Possible.
Anything is possible. Okay. Mingo, 21.5 PRA under or 14 points? 14.5 points. And really, the 14.5 is only on MGM. So.
Yeah. The PRA, I think, is still totally a fine look. Even if he scores 15 points or something like that, he could get 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and still come up shy. I wouldn't be surprised about that. That 14.5 points is pretty generous. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
That's pretty generous. Do you want to leave it at the 14.5? And
yeah. Let's leave 14.5. I'll move it to the other thing while you talk about Big Caleb if you want. Or you can talk about Q Donkey's play here. Either way, I'll move it over.
Yeah, let's talk about Caleb Williams real fast, because that game is not until Saturday, and then we'll chop up any plays you guys got. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, make sure to throw them down below so we can get to them. Check it out and see if there's anything that we can find out. Did his props get pulled? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got Duke traveling out to North Carolina, in which, I mean, this game should be phenomenal. Very, very big buzz around it. We got two powerhouse forwards going at it. Super excited to see that. But Caleb Williams at home has been a different beast, and most defenses aside, hasn't mattered a whole lot. His lines are crazy low. I mean, this is a line that we would never see. And yes, I know it is Duke. Matchup is a little bit scarier, but again, the line's just way too low. So, I mean, we're talking to a person who's averaging 20 points per season, got his points at 17 and a half. The rebounds also very appropriate. I mean, dude's averaging almost 10 rebounds a game. I know, yes, rebounds have kind of taken a little bit of a step back with Henry being so dominant on the glass, but still, this is going to be a great potential matchup for it because of his on-guarding duties with Big Boozer on the other side. We know Boozer's going to chuck it, so potential for him to be in the vicinity of that is going to be really high. And, yeah, putting those together, though, I mean, we got – see, it already is moving. Damn, we are good. I knew that was going to move. We opened this line up at 25 and a half. Just I knew that was going to be way too good. But even still, I will say 26 and a half, I'm not that mad at right now. All the sites took it down, though. That's kind of crazy.
PRA 28 and a half still?
That is, yeah. Looks like it is only on Sleeper, so PricePicks even took it down, and Underdog as well. Let me see. Let me check Underdog real fast. That's surprising. I didn't catch that. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, it's at afternoon betting time when they start moving lines around. So they left up the individual lines for the current moment and took down all the PARA, PRA, and good stuff alike. So we lock in some good value on that. But the BRA is still on Sleeper, so you guys check it out over there. And it's probably on Hot Streak.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but why is Mingo at 4.5 assists? Was he supposed to be 4.5? I thought he was 3.5. Anyway, it's 4.5 on Sleeper.
Oh, well, maybe they just adjusted it up after the injury news or something.
4.5? Huh?
Maybe. I mean, that's not a bad hedge to the points. I mean, I don't foresee him getting 5 assists and 15 points.
Only on
I mean, who's he
Sleeper.
passing to?
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is Michigan too, man. Like they could go out there and do better than we think, but a lot of times we've seen it happen. We saw it happen yesterday with Martinelli. Illinois said, Northwestern, you thought you were half decent? Let me remind you who you are. Just like Michigan might do to Penn State. Like it's totally different. It's like college versus high school right here. Pro versus college. It's different. So Penn State can come out there and have some. Yeah, what's up?
I was thinking, now that you brought that up, how about because we still want some exposure to a Mingo under, how about we maybe move him back over to the main and we'll do 0.5 on both of those.
Whoa. Are you sure?
I do like that assist call. I do like that assist call.
I say let's just put it on the mid tier and do both. 0.25. No?
Deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll add it there. And then I'll go play it on Sleeper right now. Tee-hee. Skip you, Mingo. Bunky.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Back to Caleb Wilson, though. The line, just, again, his lines are crazy low. But the biggest thing about him, like I said at the beginning, is his home and road splits. We know he's been a little bit flaky, a little bit sketchy, especially in the first half on the road, but he is a different beast at the house. I mean, this guy does not play around. We're talking a player who's averaging, 34 PRA. The PR was, I think, still the most appealing, but again, we got this at 25 and a half. But take a look at him at home. I mean, dude's averaging 31 and a half PR per game. That is a huge, huge discount from what we would ever get his lines at. The same thing, yes, it is Duke defense. I get that. But Duke on the road also has been a team we've seen really have to play to their competition, and it's not like they're getting many just free walk-in victories. And North Carolina is not a team that's just going to roll over. The interior defense from North Carolina has been really stout, so assuming they have some kind of way to limit Boozer on the other side and Kiba, this matchup is not exactly going to be easy. I mean, they're going to need a lot out of Evans and a lot from their wing players. So that's just going to leave plenty of chances for that rebounding upside, like I said. And then the scoring from Caleb, this is a game we could easily get away with him only putting up 17 points, 18 maybe he gets there, and then he fills up the rest with the rebounding. Would not be surprised to see him with 9 to 10 rebounds. So I got a lot of high hopes for this. I love what I've seen from him at home. This line is just wildly, wildly too low for somebody who's hitting 100% at home. And not even hitting 100%. I mean, dude's crushing this. Only 2 games that were even close. He got this into foul trouble this game, and then this game was a blowout, and then blowout and blowout. So any of these competitive games, I mean, he's just going way over that. And I still like it. Like I said, 26.5 if you miss the original line. Not mad at that, or the original 30 was 28.5 PRA.
That's what I just
28.5,
played.
right?
Yeah, I just played on Sleeper. Mingo under 4.5 and Caleb over 28.5. And it's a 2.64. Not too bad.
Nice. Okay, so we're still getting pretty good value on that. So, hey, shout out to Sleeper, man. I got to say, they've been embarrassing Prize Picks and straight clowning on them with their social media stuff. So I love it. They've been stepping it up with their, boosts and promos and what have you. And whereas Prize Picks is just going 0 for 3 on tacos and taking money.
Yeah, Sleeper's lines too. They're competitive with sports books. I mean, not all of them, but if you check them, some of them are. Some of them have been beating DraftKings and different sports books, which is surprising but cool. They were probably did that as a thing. They were thinking about it. They were like, how can we get more people over here? And I think that's what they're doing. Plus those 100% boosts a lot of times with the alts too. I mean, Sleeper, I never really looked into them until California said too bad for you and all your other fun things like no more Fliff and no more Onyx. Now I have to move over to Sleeper and get a few things, but hey, better than not having it.
Oh, yeah. No, and we appreciate them. Like, thank you for stepping it up. And, this is still just dropping the bucket as years progress. I mean, we keep seeing all these other new sites popping up and new places to go, and new values just going to keep opening it up like that.
Skip you, Mingo. You're not getting no dang 5 assists against Michigan.
Let's see. C-Dots. Let's see. Is foul trouble a factor for Wilson? I mean, it is a little bit, but I mean, for him, honestly, at home, he's been really good about foul discipline. That's something that coach has really been harping on him lately, because the team does struggle in the first half, especially whenever he gets in that stupid early foul trouble. I mean, Boozer has been drawing a fair bit of fouls, but I think with them having the help defense, between Henry and then the small forward position, Henry should be nearby. I think coach is going to make that a selling point and make sure that he's going to be throwing as much help coverage on him as possible. And then Nabonga, that's who I was looking for. He cannot shoot a three-pointer. I mean, this is like Rudy Gobert out there style basketball. He cannot function outside in space, in three-point line. At best, he'll take 2 threes this game or something like that. But I think, honestly, they just dare him to take those shots. I mean, I would fully expect coach to just say, hey, Henry, you be close to the paint, be close to that area wherever Boozer is, hip to hip with Caleb Wilson. And if Patrick's standing out there in the mid-range or on the three-point line, let him stay there. That is totally fine. I mean, coach should have the game plan built to lose to 2 players, and that's Isaiah Evans and 1 wing player. Whoever that may end up being, great. But Cameron Boozer is not going to beat us at our house.
Yeah. Do you think, is there any chance they put Henry on Boozer or no? He's too slow.
No, Henry's a little bit too slow, and Henry does get into a fair bit of foul trouble, which is also something that I think could wheel us a little bit more upside, because whenever Duke runs a pick and roll, they do like to expose whoever that other player is off the roll, and that case would be Henry. So there's also a real scenario here where we could see Henry go into that, 2 quick fouls in the first half. And anytime that's happened, Caleb Wilson has been destroying his rebounds. Those are the 12, 14 rebound games that we've seen out of him. So I think, honestly, we should be safe here from the foul trouble. Coach is just going to dare them to put the ball in somebody else's hands and try and beat them that way. Because if you just let Boozer run wild, I mean, we saw what happened the last couple games. Like DeBonsta, great player, not a great defender, and leaving him by himself did not work out so well. So with that being said, though, it's still just all in all too low of a line. If Caleb gets in 2 early fouls, that is what it is. But we've also seen him have a really slow start, and then dude just comes alive in the second half, and Henry holds his weight in the first half, and the team stays afloat. So this road matchup, again, I think is going to be even more key. The fact that we do have North Carolina at home, that's huge.
Yeah, definitely. And guess what? 14 likes.
Oh, let's go.
6 more likes to
Y'all
the
are
promised
amazing.
land. 16 more likes to the promised land.
Oh, hey, that would be insane. If we got 20 likes, man,
20 likes.
I don't
That
even
seems
know what I would do.
that seems like back in 1947 last time we got 20 likes.
It's been since last year. It's been a year now.
Been like 100 years, seems.
So another thing that I really wanted to highlight here is, like I was saying earlier, Duke has been playing down on the road, specifically on the road. Duke plays down way under their level to competition. So let's look at all the road games they've had so far this season. The 2, I think, easiest matchups that they had was the Vautech and then California, which, in all fairness, these really weren't blowout games. I mean, they were held under 20 points apiece for both of those, so they didn't exactly put the game away. But you look at everything else, I mean, Stanford was their best and only actual blowout game so far this season. But everything else besides that, I mean, Louisville within 10 points, Florida State, I mean, my God, Florida State, who's terrible, kept it within 4 points? That's insane. Texas Tech, their only loss. Michigan State's 6-point game. Arkansas, 9-point game. I mean, all this stuff here, any of these real teams that they're actually playing against, which, I mean, Stanford, not a real team in my personal opinion. I know they've done well, but they lost one of their star players, and they've had a real easy schedule. But a lot of these other teams, I mean, these are all extremely close games, and some of these teams aren't even that good. So if we get a close game, with Caleb Wilson playing 33 minutes or something like that, dog, his props are just way too low, way too low.
My dog
Ooh,
said.
and somebody's got company.
My dog said, yeah, that's true. Loser can't stop you, Caleb.
Nah, man.
15
Looking
likes.
at the PRA line.
15 likes.
Y'all, the real ones, man. 5 more likes. 5 more likes. That's what we're looking for here. Let's have another glory day.
I think my dog made a new YouTube for that last like.
Did they?
Yeah, my dog, she logged in and she was like, yeah, let me hit this like for him. Been sad listening to him cry about 20 likes. All right, guys, we need 5 more likes for our record of 2026. Let's start it off. I mean, we went 8-2 yesterday. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of unders on your screen. Is that really what we're doing? Holy moly. Call this show the Under Show.
Yeah, that's the Undertakers.
Yeah.
That one copyright.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a lot of under potentials today. It is the mid-tier list, so again, these are all just 0.25 units, but they had Mobley at 19.5 points. That was on Sleeper still. Or yeah, Sleeper and FanDuel. Yeah. That line is extremely high. This is a guy who's only cleared that one game so far this season. That was at Michigan. Oh, excuse me. But still, he's only averaging like 10 points a game. I mean, this dude is notoriously, historically so bad on the road. And then also him being at 3.5 rebounds. He's only averaging 2.5, not even 2.5 per game. So that one felt a touch high. Zuby, 15.5 points, tough matchup. UConn, they are at home. I'll give them credit that St. John's is at home, but still going against UConn, Terrace Reed, that's going to be a battle down low. He's going to have his hands full with that. So could easily see foul trouble on either side here, but Terrace Reed, no slouch, man. No slouch. All right, we got about 15 minutes left. Let's hop over to Unrivaled real fast. What were we saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying, hopefully Terrace doesn't get in foul trouble like he likes to do, because I could see that happening. And Bunk Zuby beating us at the foul line, but we still got to take that shot. And Q Donkey had Huff at 12 plus. Did you want to look at that before you jump to Unrivaled?
Yeah, I don't mind Huff at 12 plus. I mean, I know his. Oh, what the heck? I know his full game line was 13.5 earlier. And now he's another one of those players, man, suffers horrendous home road splits, especially in the last half of the season. I don't know what's been going on with him. Now, I will say he played really well the first time they played. He went for 24 points, and that was off of 6 threes made. So this is a player you're really going to need those 3 points to be falling. 2.5, I think, is also a pretty generous line. The odds did kind of go to poo since the early hours of last night, but yeah, I mean, he's going to live and die by the 3 ball. So you do need that to be happening. But it is, it's big Huffers, man. He's going to huff and puff and knock some threes down. It is quite a discount. Still averaging 15.7 points per game. The matchup doesn't really scare me because, honestly, the best way to beat Cincinnati is from the 3-point line. They've been really good slowing down interior offense and just limiting overall production. But two things, this game is going to be extremely slow. Both of these teams moving very slow, bottom of the barrel. What is this game line? It's got to be like 130 something. Yo, not even 130. My goodness, I was giving it too much credit. 127. I don't even know if I've seen a game this slow this season.
Did you see the bowl bet I had with that in mind? With Cincinnati team total and West Virginia team total unders. Hopefully they don't go to overtime, and that bet should be good. Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, both of these teams just really slow the pace down to a crawl, and both of them really good defenses. So you're going to be asking, I think, really hoping for an average game from Huff, but it is on the road. So that was one thing that kind of put me off of it, but it is a huge discount. So I would not fault you for going there. 12.5 or 12 or more is a really nice line. What is his, oh my goodness, not that. What is his Price Picks? He has a goblin, I assume, on Price Picks. What is that at, if you don't mind looking for me?
Wait, who? Lost my train of thought. Oh, Huffy. Let's see.
I'm just curious what the payout is, if it's a 2.5 or a 2.7.
Oh, gotcha. His 11.5 points. Let's see. Let's put that with anybody, and we get looks like a 2.3. Yeah, 2.3.
Yeah, never mind on that.
You know how Prize Picks is, man. Straight jackers, scammers.
Yeah, that's no bueno there.
You
I
could
mean,
probably
if you can get it, if you can
you know
get
what?
more for good value.
You know what? They might have similar value on Sleeper at 10 plus, to be honest.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, they
minus 476.
I mean, yeah. What's minus 476? I mean, they don't show you on there, but here, watch. I'll do it real quick. Let's see. If I do a normal play with it, we'll do it on Sleeper, and we'll check the value real quick. Huff. Give me that 10 plus. And let's see, who's a normal? So it's 1.21 for the 10 plus, which comes to minus 476, like you said. And we'll just do a normal one. We'll throw Yaxel in there. 2.15. So you can do the 10 plus for just a little bit less, tiny bit less than the 12 plus on Prize Picks.
Oh, nice, nice.
So
Yeah,
makes a little more
not
sense.
surprising. Prize Picks giving out the poo.
Yeah,
No shocker.
always. Usually do.
Okay, cool. Well, at least we know that. So, I mean, honestly, dude, I don't mind it. I think it is something. He is due for some positive regression after these last couple bad games. But a lot of these games are on the road, so do keep that in mind. The Baylor one was really weird. That was just a bad game for him. But these two games here were both road games. I know one of them was at Arizona, so you kind of looked that one off. But the one at ASU, that was really a game I had extremely high hopes for, and I even played his 10 plus that game, and he let me down. So that was a bit unfortunate. But I mean, hey, if you're feeling it, I'm not mad at it. We've played a ton of him so far this season, so rock out with it. All right, let's talk about Unrivaled real fast though, because we only got 10 minutes, and
Okay.
again, we'll talk about this on stream tomorrow as well. But two matchups, we have the Hive and the Breeze playing, and then the Laces and the Owls. So both of the bottom teams, the Owls and the Hive here, always love any of the slates that we get with those. Now, looking for injury news again. Last week, we were able to capitalize on Billings with Ezzy being out. I believe she was out for both games, but we'll keep an eye out for that. If she's back, I'm probably just good with this team, honestly. This team has been bad. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. This team has been extremely bad. But if Ezzy's out, we'll go back to Billings, and then I would even say vice versa. If by chance we saw Billings sit, I'd be game for taking a shot on Ezzy because her line's going to be extremely low. I mean, she was at like 9.5 points and 17.5 PRA, I think. So with her being out, that would be insane pivot for us to make there. But team should be mostly fully healthy. I know Rivers was back, and then they've had Heidemann playing a little bit more extended minutes. So just keeping out for, I think, one of the main players being either Billings and Mitchell would open up value for Ezzy and then like Citron. But other than that, we'll just kind of see what they give us to offer us, and we'll make moves from there. On the other side, we did have they ended up signing an extra player because it looked like Brink was going to end up sitting. Did Brink play or not? I actually meant to
She
go back
did. I
and
think
look
she
up.
went over. Pretty sure she played and went over again, didn't she?
She did not. She sat that game, or she played the first game and then sat the second game.
Oh wow, her face.
But
hurt?
yeah, she did go over. Yeah, they signed another temporary player, so that wasn't too surprising to see her end up sitting out the second game. We need to confirm that once we get news and stuff for tomorrow, and also the injury report. I wouldn't be surprised to see Brink potentially sit another game, just because I know she doesn't want to re-aggravate the same injury for a third time. But keep an eye out for that. Kate Martin still will do nothing. Not really looking for much action there, but Brink would affect the bench unit, and also somebody else didn't start. I remember that threw me off. I need to look at this actually. Okay, so Rakia. Oh, Haley Jones. That's who they signed. Yeah, Haley Jones. So Big Donald still continues to be out. I think when she comes back, they will definitely get rid of Haley. But when they signed her or made the temporary transfer for her, I was fairly certain that Brink was going to sit. So with Brink being out, though, I mean, it did open up a lot of minutes for Malonga. She played 15 minutes. Her field goal volume looked, pretty normal for her, but the rebounding went up a little bit. And that was also with Rakia having a crazy 9 rebounds. So I think there's a little bit more that could be for Malonga just in general. So we'll keep an eye out for the Brink news for that. And then Paige probably won't ever be out, so I'm not even going to speak that into existence. Rakia was sporting a bit of a Q tag, but she looks like she's fine. She played really well in both games over the weekend. So something to keep an eye out for there. While we have this pulled up, because I know the Rose play on Saturday, so we'll just kind of think ahead here. Azrae Stevens ended up sitting out for her birthday. I don't know if that was actually for an injury or if it was just for her to celebrate, but her minutes been really cut down the last 3 games so far. Shakira Austin was just an insane. That was another one of those late news plays. Played 19 minutes, led the team, or second most minutes on the team, led the team in scoring. She would be another option if Azrae is out again, so something we'll kind of keep in the back pocket there. And then the rest of the team, honestly, I'm good on all those. Their line's going to be way too high. Let's see. And then from the second game, we had a little bit of action here. Jordan Canada ended up sitting this last game. Jackie still doesn't look right. I know she had a Q tag as well, dealing with some ankle or leg injury. Ended up playing through it, and she's just playing okay. Honestly, I got to say, not doing anything extraordinary. So makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of play her adjusted line so far, because I know she was at 17.5 points last game and 24.5 PRA. So maybe the PRA, but this team honestly has just been a total fade for me personally. The injury news has been very misleading, and then the production has been just, up and down for every single one of these players, except for Maddie Siegrist. I got to shout out Big Maddie. She's played really well off the bench. She's been scoring double digit in a lot of these games, so maybe somebody we could keep an eye out for. Alyssa Thomas also had a Q tag, but ended up playing through it. So if Alyssa sits, I will definitely like some either Naz Hillman and or Maddie, because Maddie's been quite impressive.
If AT doesn't sit, though, her lines have been on the low side, and she played through it, like you said, and had high minutes there. If she gets high minutes again and she's over that injury, she's not questionable. She's just okay. I think something about her lines are decent to me. Her PRA, if it's low like it's been. It might go up too high because of that last game. But if it's down like, 18.5 PRA? Is that how low it's been? Or is it higher than that?
It's been a little bit higher than that. She pretty much floats between that like 23 to 25.5 range.
Oh, that's way too high to trust. I know her points have been 11.5, but those rebounds and assists sometimes are really adding up. Man, she balled last game. But yeah,
she played really
just a
well.
reach. That's one of those 0.25 plays if she's in.
No, I agree. And this team also just been really, news dependent, because Canada being out didn't really do a whole lot for the starters. And then if we do see Alyssa Thomas sit, or either Jackie or Sykes, I think that could open up some value on this team. But all in all, just a team that's way too stacked, and the starters play really heavy minutes. But let's talk about another bad team. We got the Owls here, and we have seen Aaliyah Edwards. She ended up sitting out over the weekend. We unfortunately did not get any Fag Bentley props, which was really, really sucky. This just, again, proving our point here. I would never play her ever in my life on a regular season game. But you give me her props this last two games with Edwards being out, I would have played them. I would have played them.
They're going to give us the average. They're not even going to really look into it much, and they're going to give us such a low line. It's just crazy value.
Yeah, no, it's wild, man. And some of them, you would think, especially with getting a midday Q tag, they would make some adjustments, but not at all. And at least I will say for Fag Bentley, she's played 2 games now, so there is a good chance that we actually could get props for her. But I got a feeling Edwards might be back for this one. So with her being back, it just cuts down on a lot of usage for both Mabry and Diggins. I would say shot in the dark, more than likely Mabry continues to mostly do her thing, and then Skylar a bit of, just scoring regression. But we talked about Skylar too. I said she was going to go for 20. I think she ended up with, she had 18, but the RA looked really solid, and her PRA line was quite low. So something to keep an eye out for. But again, team very injury dependent, and if everyone's healthy, probably just a pass from here. But that at least get you guys caught up on news and stuff to look out for. I know the Unrivaled board has been opening up fairly early, usually sometime between like 9:30, 10 Eastern AM on Fridays. So we'll keep an eye out for that, see if we got anything that opens up, and hopefully it gives us a little extra for our sad college basketball slate we have tomorrow, because there's only one game.
Poor. Well, it's a good game at least. At least it's one good game. But we'll get a lot of props tomorrow for Saturday. So that's always fun to look at, the early value. We'll catch a little bit of that.
Yes, 100%. Tomorrow is really going to be looking towards, Unrivaled stuff for Friday night, and then just jumping on props as early as possible for Saturday, because, Saturday is just always our busiest day nonetheless. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. There's a lot of stuff getting ready to ramp up here. We got a busy weekend ahead of us. Make sure you guys, again, be a part of that Discord. Come check it out and still run the 7-day free trial down below. We appreciate all the likes today. Seriously, that means so much to us. And if you're a new member here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn the notifications on so you don't miss out. Good chance, I will say, no, I'm going to put this into the atmosphere. We are going to have a late night video on Friday. We are going to do one. So make sure you guys have those noties on so you don't miss out. But other than that, we're going to be back tomorrow for our last stream of the week and then getting ready for the weekend. So, Underrated Big Dog, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, let's effing go!
Yes, sir.